from the stars. Turns all them L's and twists to Mars. Ain't here to preach, just here to relate. She done fell in the cracks, now she shifting the bank.
Every slip was set up for her. Next vibes, not your poor truth with a joke on the side. No filth, no fluff, just soul in the mix. Every story got a gem, every laugh got a she where you at from heartbreak down to from crying in the dark to finding the muscle. So if you watch it, better open your ears, cause the realest lessons come wrapped in them tears. Take heed to the message, you gon' feel this vibe. Real talk, no cut, just the truth and life. She been through the fire, now she see that flame. Laugh through the pain, but she still got game. Everyday life with a twist and a grin. Tears to jokes where the hill begin. She break it down real, never play and pretend. Take heed to the message, lessons through the land.
1000 watts radio, baby.
She say how it is, no shook, no mask. Might toast you in love, but it's all gonna last.
It's life uncut with a side look of race. See your voice in your ear when the world in your face.
So laugh if you want, cry if you need. But one thing for sure, you gon' take heed.
Cause she been through the mess, now she blessed in the proud. With truth in the chest, and the head still proud.
Good morning, everybody. We about to start some trouble this I'm getting tongue-tied. Good morning, everybody. We about to start some trouble. If you don't know who I am, that's fine, okay? I'm not famous yet, okay? My show name is called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen, okay? Y'all, good morning. How are you? Okay, so I'm barefaced this morning. I did not put any makeup on, so you see all my flaws, all the darkness in my face, the lightness, everything, my neck, all that. Pigmentation is something, and then on top of eczema. You know what I'm saying? I got dealt a raw hand, okay? I got dealt a raw hand. All right, shout out to my father for those genes, okay? Now, let's get into the foolery today. Let's get into the foolery today. The title of this nonsense, and it's heartbreaking to even bring this title, but McDonald's manager, mother of 6, was sent to glory by Afeni, I think it's Afeni, yeah, Muhammad, okay? Miss Harris was sent to glory, mother of 6, by this young lady, last name, who is Muhammad, okay? And that doesn't mean I'm trying to target anybody. I'm trying to not butcher her name, okay? That's a bad choice of words. Miss Harris was sent to glory because Miss Muhammad said that she was being bullied by Miss Harris, okay? So every video that you're going to hear today, thank you, Stephen, fair use, okay? And it's painful to hear this story because the outcry of the daughter, okay, Miss Harris' daughter, in front of Mickey D's was painful to hear. So there's 3 videos we're going to go through. All of them are news, okay? And then we're going to open up and talk about it. You understand? The thing is that y'all younger generation, I'm the way that this thing is playing out and the way that the young woman talks, okay, Miss Muhammad, I'm pinning where she actually comes from, you know, and I'm not sure because the tone in her voice, the way she talks. So I'm not sure if she has a melanated father here. And then her name, you know what I'm saying? Not melanated father. I'm not sure if she has an African father and a melanated mother, okay? So, because the way she talks, it sounds like that she is from here. But I'm not sure, so let me not put my stamp on it, okay? But it's heartbreaking because if you're being mistreated at your job, okay, because we want to say alleged, we don't really know if Miss Muhammad was being mistreated at her job, but if you're being mistreated at your job, you should report it. And if you can't report the manager, then you need to leave the job. I wouldn't stay in a job that I'm being tormented. Now, listen to me. I'm going to share something with you. You don't just jump from job to job. What you were supposed to do was start hunting for a different job. Do you understand? And no matter what, if somebody is bullying you, you do not have the right to take their life. Do you hear me? I don't care what happened. You don't have the right to take their life. There's a lot of people who was on this post, and this post I believe came from On Site. Okay, a lot of these pages on IG is posting it. I did too, but you don't have the right to take someone's life, regardless of what's going on. You understand? Now, this woman who had 6 children will be left without a mama. They will go on with their life without their mama. It's painful for a child to go through something like that, even if it was the father. Nobody wants to lose their parents like that. And so there was a lot of people in the comment section like, well, she shouldn't have been bullying her. Oh, y'all know how black women act and stuff like that when they're in power. Now, listen to me. This is the uncomfortable truth that a lot of us don't want to take heed to. But black women can be something. Do you hear me? Once they get into power, black women can be something. But that still doesn't give anybody the right to delete somebody. Do you understand? Take heed. I can't sit there and agree with the foolery. You understand? I can't sit there and agree. Do you know what key it is, my dear? Do you need help? You know what I'm saying? That's the uncomfortable truth. I'm not going to sit there and agree with foolery. It doesn't make sense. Here you go, honey. No way. You understand? So regardless of the fact that y'all said, oh no, the manager was this, the manager was that. No. It doesn't give the right for anybody to delete this woman. You understand? Listen, he has been under management of black women before. And I'm going to share something with you. It's an experience I never want to see again. I have been under the experience of Caucasian women, and I haven't experienced the hardship of being under a sister, okay? Like them, Caucasian women, they do it differently. But I'm going to share something with you. Out of both of them, you understand? Out of Caucasian and black women, hands down, I don't mind being under a male manager, no matter what color he is. A male manager, hands down, I would not mind. You understand? Because men govern differently than women. When women get in a certain position, they abuse their power. Let's understand that. So now I want us to get straight to the video because it was heartbreaking. It was sad to hear. My condolences to the Harris family because this is painful to lose a mother, to lose, you know what I'm saying, a sister, a cousin. This is horrible. You understand? This is horrible and it's painful. So my condolences to the family. Oh my God. So this is the first video that we're going to get into, okay? Shout out to News 4, the local News 4. I think it's in Michigan, okay? So we go on to that one first. It's painful. It's painful to hear that she has been sent to glory. 6 children will not see their mother no more. It's sad. It's painful. Here we go, y'all.
Detective Showers, please approach for the swear to. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the information being provided is true and accurate to the best of your information, knowledge, and belief, subject to penalties of perjury?
I do.
Put your hand down. With regard to the defendant, Afeni Muhammad, please set forth the factual basis for the warrant request.
Yes, Your Honor. 7/10/25, McDonald's employee Afeni Muhammad stabbed McDonald's manager Jennifer Harris multiple times with a kitchen knife at the McDonald's restaurant at 179219 Mile. Harris was not armed at the time and died of her injuries. Prior to the stabbing, Muhammad was sent home by Harris for not performing her work duties and told Harris, "I'll be back." Muhammad was arrested on scene and the knife was recovered. Muhammad admitted that she intended to kill Harris and stated that after she was sent home, she drove to a nearby park, decided to come back and stab Harris with a knife that she had inside of her vehicle. When Muhammad returned to stab Harris,
So she got sent home because she wasn't performing her work duties. Harris sent her home because she wasn't performing her work duties. And so she left, went to a park, and sat and thought about it, and then came back. And she began to stab Harris. Let's continue.
entrance with a hood mask over her face.
Hey, Renee,
in an
how
attempt
are
to
you,
conceal her
baby?
identity,
18, what's going on,
and
honey?
attempted to flee the scene after the stabbing, but was stopped by an armed customer.
And the requested charges are murder in the first degree, count 2, dangerous weapon carrying with unlawful intent, and there's a habitual second notice offense. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
The warrant is being signed and we can proceed to arraignment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Calling file number 25.
Also, I want to share something with y'all. This is her second time with an incident with a knife. So she did it before in another state, okay? And then she came over to Michigan. So she used this knife before. And y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, but I recently shared a video of her that she was like dicing a knife, like swinging it back and forth. So she actually knows how to use it properly. She was swinging this thing back and forth, so she knows how to actually hurt someone with it. You understand? But let's continue. Here we go.
5-4, People versus Afeni Badu Muhammad. Council appearances for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sean Hague, on behalf of the people.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Please, this honorable court, and copyright on behalf of Mrs. Muhammad, which who does appear via Zoom.
Your name, please, ma'am?
Afeni Muhammad.
Very good. You're here today for arraignment on the charges of murder in the first degree, premeditated, count 2, carrying a weapon with unlawful intent, and a habitual second notice. Mr. Licata, how does your client wish to proceed?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. At this time, my client is asking the court to hear a not guilty plea, and this matter set for probable cause conference at the preliminary exam. I have advised my client of her rights, as well as the charges against her and the potential penalties. We are ready to proceed on those grounds.
Very good. Ma'am, do you understand the nature of the charges against you to your satisfaction after talking
Thanks,
to your
Renee.
attorney?
Yes.
Very good. I will go ahead and enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Are you requesting a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
Hey,
I will
Shay,
appoint
what's
an
up,
attorney
baby?
to represent you. We'll set this matter for a probable cause conference on July 23rd, 2025 at 1 p.m. The preliminary examination will be on July 30th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Esteban, Mr. Licata.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Just briefly, my client is 26 years old, does live in a great city at this point. Your Honor, my client is a high school graduate. In fact, is actually was taking some online classes for college for a physical therapy degree. Your Honor, there are some disturbing facts in this.
I'm going to share something with y'all. So the lawyer said his client is taking classes online for therapy, right? Okay. And I'm going to share something with you. This girl needed therapy. She needed therapy. You understand? I don't know, and I know that this is hard for me to say, but the generation of now, we spoil them. They don't know their left from their right. They can't take when someone is cursing at them or screaming at them or bullying them. You understand? They don't know how to adjust or to get out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? Their first instinct is to delete somebody. When you look into the school system and you see that a child has been bullied or something like that, they always be one of those ones that come back to the school and ready to hurt everybody instead of reporting it, telling somebody, getting some help. You know what I'm saying? Talking to your mama, talking to your daddy, getting some type of help. You know, not go to the school and hurt everybody. One thing I will tell you is that you should stand up to your bully. Stand up to your bully. You understand? Regardless if you get that ass whooping, stand up to your bully. Let your bully know I'm not going to just take your shit. You understand? So I find it so crazy because I know a lot of people going to say this girl needed some help. Yeah, she needed some help. She did. But let's understand something. You don't leave and then go sit down. And then now you let the devil play in your mind. And then you go back and you delete your manager. You understand? So I can't get in here and believe, oh, because of this and because of that, and that's why she did it. It's wrong to take a life. Now, if somebody is trying to hurt you and you have no choice, then let the chips fall where they may. But it's wrong to take a life. You should have just went and quit the job and found something else. Let's continue.
But there are facts that haven't been brought out yet, and my client is extremely anxious to have those facts brought to light during the pendency of this case. She was in an extremely abusive relationship that was not only mental but physical, that involved alcohol issues, which is where the habitual second stems from, and her prior record. Your Honor, my client is a helpful person. She's a giving person. She's actually is credited with saving a life because of a 60-year-old who had skin cancer that she may go to the doctor to find out that that's exactly what it was, and that person is doing extremely well right now. I understand the facts that have been laid.
That doesn't excuse anything. She deleted this woman of 6 children. Yeah, I mean 6 children. The woman had 6 children. She deleted this mama. It doesn't matter what she had done in her past, how good Samaritan she was in her past. She took a life. You understand? I always hate that part when they get in there and say she was this, she was that. All that. She still took this woman life. Let's understand that. Hey, Sea Breeze. Good morning. How are you? She still took this woman's life. Good morning to all the newcomers in the chat. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. When you be here long enough and I get to see your name all the time, I'll greet you. But for right now, good morning, everybody that's in my chat. How are you? Okay. Thank you for stopping in. So let's continue. Here we go.
In the warrant, but at this time, Your Honor, we are asking the court to consider a bond in this manner that is appropriate, that my client can meet, so that she could meet with her attorneys and prepare her defense in this manner. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of the people?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Do you know what eating?
So on behalf of, let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. It's painful, y'all. It's painful. The younger generation does not know how to regulate their emotions. Let's be clear. We have raised wussies. Let's be clear. I just want to share that with y'all. I know that's hard for us to swallow, but we raise wussies. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I'm not lying one bit. We have raised wussies. Okay? It's crazy. Now I'm gonna share something with you. Take heed does not condone. I don't like fighting. I guess because I have a lot of trauma when it comes to fighting when I was young. So I don't condone fighting. I don't even like my children to get into any foolery. But at times you can't prevent it. You understand? Because the other child is ready to think they're gonna wreck shop and you can't prevent the fight. But I always try to tell my children, walk away. Walk away. It's not worth it. You understand? Because anytime you fight, it can always go left. But for this woman to leave, this young lady to leave, go sit in the park, then come back. She had time to cool off, to think about the situation, and then just say, you know what, let me just go find another job. You know what I'm saying? I understand, okay, she has a past. They saying she was mentally abused, all these things like that, physically and stuff like that. I understand that. Don't get me wrong. I understand. I see the signs. You can see it when she talks. But it still doesn't excuse that she had deleted this woman. You understand? She went back and thought about it and then came back and put that work in on this woman. It's sad. Oh my God, it's sad. No.
On behalf of the people,
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Pursuant to court rule, the court is well within its authority to grant no bond involving any case involving murder. In this case, we are requesting no bond for this defendant. Also provided within the court rules are certain factors for this court to consider when determining whether to grant any bond at all, and in this case, we are requesting no bond as IUP. First of all, the court can consider whether or not this defendant is a threat to the community. She entered a public building with other individuals, other employees that were present. She produced a weapon that was a knife longer than 3 inches,
Alice, what's up, baby?
she stabbed the victim multiple times, up to possibly as many as 15 times,
15
eventually
times.
causing her death.
Oh
There
my
were
God.
other employees that were present at the time, some of which attempted to help the victim after the stabbing occurred. That alone is enough to show that there is a threat to the community. She then ran from the building to her vehicle, presumably with the intent to flee from the scene. She was stopped by a helpful bystander. You're also able to consider the likelihood of conviction in this case.
Let's also mention, because now we're going to stop here and mention this. A lot of y'all, we talk about gun reform and all these things like that, but it was because of a good Samaritan who had a concealed weapon that stopped her from fleeing. They shot the gun in the air, bow, bow, bow. You understand? To stop her from running, okay? Until the police came. So I just wanted to share that with y'all because we never like to mention stuff like this. It was because of a good Samaritan who had a concealed license to carry. Boom. That's why she's still here, because she would have ran away. She would have ran away. Okay? I'm just saying. Let's continue. Here we go.
Given the facts as laid out by Detective Showers and the information that the prosecutors have reviewed in order to charge this defendant, there is a very high likelihood of conviction. And then finally, the defendant does have a prior instance of at least one that I'm aware that involved a stabbing, similar obviously to the stabbing that occurred in this case involving a knife. So given all of those factors, and given the fact that this court does have authority to give no bond to defendants charged with murder, I am asking at this time for no bond in this case.
No bond, baby.
thank you, counsel. The court has reviewed the charges and the circumstances surrounding this case. The defendant is facing various serious charges, including murder in the first degree, which is one of the most serious criminal offenses in our state, carrying penalties up to life without parole. Additionally, carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent further underscores defendant's potential threat to public safety. Defendant has a prior criminal record out of Virginia for malicious wounding. It was actually felony malicious wounding that was reduced to unlawful bodily injury concerning a stabbing, and that is what gives rise to the habitual second. And in determining bond, the court must look to the factors outlined in Michigan Court Rule 6.106. Number one, the seriousness of the offense and the danger posed to the community. The charges here involved a violent crime with a weapon, indicating a substantial risk to the public. The court finds there is a significant threat to public safety, and therefore the bond must reflect that risk. Number two, the weight of the evidence against the defendant. While the evidence is not fully before us and the defendant is cloaked with the presumption of innocence, the nature of the charges along with the prior criminal history suggests that there is substantial evidence against the defendant. Defendant's criminal history: the defendant has a violent criminal past. The history supports the court's concern that the defendant may engage in further violent conduct if she is released. The defendant's ties to the community While the defendant is relatively young at 26 years of age, there's no indication that she has any significant stabilizing ties to the community that would ensure her return for court appearances. Without these ties, the court is concerned about the likelihood of flight.
She doesn't have no ties to nobody. The judge is right. Deny everything. She doesn't have no ties to anybody. She's staying with some young man who she says they're not in a relationship. In one of her videos, I had watched her, and she said he's pushing her to, for them to do something together in order for her to be living in the house and this and that. She don't have nobody. So either after she got free from Virginia, she came up to Michigan and just started her life over. I don't know what's going on. I'm just assuming. But Lord, this story is sad, honey. 23 years old, you threw your life away. You threw your life away. 23 years old, and you going to jail for the N-word? Ain't no way she walking. There's no way that she's walking. Unless the lawyers say, something else, like she was mentally unstable. I don't know. But ain't no way she walking away from this right here. She lost, her life is gone. Let's continue. Her life is gone, y'all.
With a home warranty from American
Sorry,
Home
commercial. Yeah. Her life is gone. That's what it looked like to me. Let's go. Here we go.
Without these ties, the court is concerned about the likelihood of flight. Number 5, defendant's risk of fleeing or failing to appear. Due to the severity of the charges and habitual offender status, it makes the defendant a high risk for flight. The court finds that this factor weighs heavily in favor of a high bond amount. Substance abuse or mental treatment, although there are no reports at this time suggesting that the defendant suffers from mental health or substance abuse issues that would mitigate the risks posed by defendant's release, the court is, after considering all of these factors, going to be setting bond at $25 million cash surety only with conditions. If the defendant is able to meet those conditions, she must be on a GPS steel cuff tether. She's not to leave the state of Michigan. She is to report her address within 24 hours of she must report any change of address within 24 hours. There would be stringent daily contact with community corrections as to her whereabouts. She also would be required to have alcohol and drug testing as condition of her release. There would be no contact with the family of the decedent, any witnesses. She is not to return to McDonald's. And if she
don't have no money anyway. The bail is too high. She ain't got no money to get out anyway. But just in case if she do, the judge put a lot of stipulations in there. So kudos to the judge because Sister Girl is going down. So let's get to the next one. Let's get to the next video.
She's accused of plotting the murder of her manager at a McDonald's in East Point, and now she's being held on a bond set at $25 million.
26-year-old East Point woman faced a judge today as the family of the victim, Jennifer Harris, comes to grips with the tragic end to her life. Harris was stabbed to death Thursday morning at the McDonald's at 9 Mile and Schroeder in East Point.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Olsenida was inside the courtroom today when the suspect was formally charged with first-degree premeditated murder, and we learned of her violent past.
Oh my God.
New details coming out in court on Friday about the gruesome and what prosecutors say was a calculated way to take the life of a mother of 6 and hardworking employee here at McDonald's. The suspect pleading not guilty to a multitude of charges, including first-degree murder.
She stabbed the victim multiple times, up to possibly as many as 15 times, eventually causing her death.
Prosecution laying out the gruesome details of how 39-year-old Jennifer Jamma Harris lost her life.
I'm going to share something with y'all. The girl who was, with the knife, she was a itty-bitty thing. She's very petite. If the rest of the co-workers, and I'm not saying they should have, but they could have jumped her. They could have jumped her and got the knife though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying she wasn't a big girl. They could have been able to jump her, but they probably was scared too. And they could have been teenagers because, Mickey D's hired teens. So they could have been teenagers, you understand too. And they were terrified, you understand. 18 says she was quick. She was, I did see that. Now, I don't know if y'all saw the video, but I shared it with y'all in our IG, okay? Our IG group chat. Let's continue. Here we go.
Place of work at the East Point McDonald's near 9 Mile and Schroeder Thursday morning. The suspect accused of her murder, 26-year-old East Point resident Afeni Muhammad, appearing in court virtually pleading not guilty. Her attorney arguing that Muhammad has had a difficult past.
She was an extremely abusive.
And I hate when they do that. Oh, she had such a difficult past. She went through this. Let me share something with you. Everybody got a slice of reality in their life. Everybody have been through some shit. That doesn't mean you go and start taking people out because you've been through hardship. You understand? Or you've been through some foolery. Whoever is in my chat, stop cursing. I see they're blocking the message. You don't have to curse. This is an adult conversation. You understand? Don't put nothing belligerent into the chat because YouTube is blocking it. We all adults here. Just talk. Just talk. That's all we got to do, okay? Thank you. So let's continue. Here we go.
Relationship that was not only mental but physical.
Detectives say Thursday morning Muhammad was sent home from work early. Before leaving, she told her manager and the victim that she'll be back.
When Muhammad returned to stab Harris, she entered the back entrance with a hood mask over her face in an attempt to conceal her identity and attempted to flee the scene after the stabbing, but was stopped by an armed customer.
East Point police tell me in their investigation they also considered the suspect's social media posts where...
Shout out to the armed customer. Yes, he was in the driveway. Shout out to the armed customer. Oh my God. Let's continue.
Seen waving around a knife in one Instagram video and discussing being sent home early by Jennifer Harris in previous incidents.
But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that.
Due to the suspect having a record in Virginia for a similar crime involving another knife, the judge set her bond at $25 million cash or surety.
Due to the severity of the charges and the habitual offender status, it makes the defendant a high risk for flight.
I agree with the judge wholeheartedly. Now, I saw what you put, my dear. The fact that she put on the mask shows premeditation. Yes, and how she came in the back so sneakily and stuff like that. Yeah, you're right. Let's continue.
Convicted, Muhammad could be spending the rest of her life behind bars. She's due back in court July 23rd for a probable cause conference. Meanwhile, I reached out to McDonald's representatives who tell me that this location where the crime occurred will reopen to the public on Saturday. In East Point, I'm Ruda Sinida, 7 News Detroit.
All right, thank you so much, Ruda. Here's what others are doing.
And I'm going to share something with you that's so sad is that the young lady, she don't know what bullying really is. When she get in that prison, she going to understand. Those women in that prison, you going to understand when you get in there. You going to understand what's really about to happen to you. Instead of you just resigning and going to find another job. You know what I'm saying? Y'all you run with your emotions. Y'all younger generation, y'all listen. Our generation was crazy too. You understand? But we knew how to take bullying. You know, if you wanted to fight, we put our hands up, say 3 o'clock, put that 3 sign up, like, you know, and we ready. You understand? But y'all just, it's too much. Somebody bullying you, you don't take the steps to report it, so you believe lashing out makes sense. You understand? You now it's gonna be a whole problem. You tired of her talking junk about you. You tired of her cracking on other people. She gossiping. This is what the girl allegedly said. Wait till you get to prison, girl. Them COs is a problem. COs and the inmates. You understand? That doesn't make sense. Let's get to the next video. Now, the next video, y'all, is a little hard, okay? Trigger warning, everybody, okay? Trigger warning, everybody. So if you don't want to hear this one, just scroll up. You understand? Trigger warning, everybody, because the daughter is going to make a hard outcry, okay? Y'all get ready for that, okay? Let's get into the foolery. Let's get into the foolery. Let me wait. Hold on, y'all. Lord. Okay.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
A heartbreaking scene in East Point where a dispute between two co-workers ended in a deadly stabbing. How police say witnesses helped catch the suspect. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Rochelle Graham. That family is devastated after learning their mother was stabbed to death at a McDonald's, allegedly by one of her co-workers. Our Jack Springate joins us live outside that McDonald's. He talked to the family as they continue to mourn their mother's loss. Jack?
Well, Rochelle, emotions of utter disbelief from family members about what happened this morning to 39-year-old mother of six, Jennifer Harris. Her daughters not only tell me that they're shocked by the fact that the suspect in this case is someone they've met before, a co-worker of their mother's, but also that this all happened at a place where their mother worked to provide for her six kids.
My mama died trying to take care of us.
Layers of emotion pour out of Harris's oldest daughter as she tries to process losing her mother.
She was so good to everybody. A hard-working woman. My mama was even good to her.
Griffin talking about the suspect, a 26-year-old woman who she says met these kids before as one of her mom's co-workers before they'd know her as the person accused of killing their mother.
We met the lady and everything. I don't understand why she had to kill her.
Police say Harris, the manager during the shift, sent the suspect home following an argument. They claim the suspect returned from her car with a knife and mask and started attacking the victim. They say she only stopped when a customer at the drive-thru fired his gun in the air to stop the attack.
The suspect stopped stabbing the victim. She dropped the knife and started running away. The Good Samaritan actually showed courage by running after the suspect and was able to detain her until...
Now, I saw 18. I think it was you, 18. You said he probably was a vet. You probably right. You probably right. Or either he just know what to do in those certain situations, because most people who do carry a peace be still, they know how to wield it properly. But man, that's crazy. This lady lost her life for foolishness. And those kids lost their mama, 6 children. Let's continue. Here we go.
It was only when they showed up for their later shifts that other employees learned why they wouldn't be working today.
I'm shocked. I couldn't believe it. You know, I was devastated. I never would have thought something like this was going to happen there.
And obviously a lot of emotions and a lot of processing by family members today, but they do say they plan on creating a fund to raise money to provide for Harris's 6 kids. I'll update our story online with ways you can help as soon as I learn more from family members. But for now, reporting live in East Point, I'm Jack Springate, CBS News, Detroit.
6 children.
Now, I'm going to share something with y'all. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. But I believe this young woman is African. Don't quote me on it, though, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure, because it could be her mother may be from Africa and the father may be American because of the language that she speak. She speak like us. So I'm wondering, you know what I'm saying? She speaks American. So I'm wondering she could be born here, or maybe she came when she was younger, something like that. But the child is mentally unstable. 23 years old, you're supposed to be able to at least regulate your emotions at 23. So I don't know. That is heartbreaking to hear. Oh my God. Y'all, let me share something with y'all. Listen. Whew. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. These babies going to grow up without their mama. These kids are going to grow up without their mama. Ellis, thank you, baby, for the $9.99 super chat, honey. Much love. Keep speaking the truth. The truth will stand forever. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, honey. Guys, I got 182 in the chat, right? Okay. Nobody is being respectful. You know how I always tell y'all, wipe your feet. Wipe your feet. Wipe your feet mean hit that like button. Wipe your feet mean hit that like button. You understand? Be nice. I said good morning to all of y'all, even though I don't know most of y'all, but I said good morning. Be nice now, okay? Show a little bit of kindness. You understand? So now, the uncomfortable truth is that I hope the judge throw the book at this girl. I'm not like the rest of y'all. You got to see the comment section. I'm not like the rest of y'all. I am not. No, 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 no. I'm from a different breed. I'm not like the rest of y'all. There's a lot of people who was saying nonsense in here. We are not the same, honey. We are not the same. That was some horrible shit. We not the same at all, honey. Not at all. Okay? Some of these people are wilding in this chat. We are not the same. That is something else. Okay? Now, first person is our own. Malik was in here. Okay? Malik was in the chat. Malik says 6 kids, manager at Mickey D's. She was definitely bullying people. She didn't deserve to die, although most bullies do. Now, Malik is right. She didn't deserve to die, okay? And we all know that sometimes when melanated sisters get in a certain position of power, they wild out. They do wild out. His ghetto point of view, how are you, honey? They do wild out, okay? Let's be clear about that. So, me next, okay? So, I just put emojis of crying, and I was like, wow, that is crazy. Now, somebody said, I don't trust anybody that don't give a F about their hair. I guess he making a joke of her hair. Somebody said, if she think the manager talked to her crazy, wait until she finds out how them COs about to talk to her. Now, you ain't lying about that one. Here we go. The girl said the lady was bullying her. Y'all better learn to leave people alone. It's crazy out here. Regardless of the fact, if the manager was bullying her, she shouldn't have took this woman out. She should not have done that. This is when you start looking for another job to leave. This is the uncomfortable truth. I'm not going to sit in there and be like, yeah, this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Okay? Okay? I promise you, if you lead with respect, 99% of the time, people will deal with you better. People get a little power and forget it's dangerous out here. Now, listen. All right, next one. You said it yourself. It's a effing McDonald's. Now you just threw your entire life away over it. Shaking my head. Now, this sister is correct. Baby, you should have just quit, somebody said. Now, I know that's right. Nothing she said justifies her leaving and coming back to unalive that woman. Okay? Plenty things she could have done. No excuse. Okay? I know that's right. She was crazy already and playing with her money made her loony. Ooh. The judge gonna see that wig, bang that gravel, bang the gavel, and yell guilty immediately. Oh, that's nasty. People will have to start understanding that a lot of people around us one ordeal after from snapping. It could be friends, family, or strangers. Stay safe. Oh my God. Listen, y'all, it's painful. Somebody says she seems a little off. Maybe quietly could have helped us avoid charges. I don't know. So that's what I was thinking too. They probably put in an insanity plea or something, so she don't get that many charges. But that's terrible. She don't get that much time. This is what she said, y'all. Listen to what she said. Hold on. She talked about the lady. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Let me see. Hold on, y'all.
By the same person. I'm telling you.
Here we go. Let's do it again.
Sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in this store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on, like, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. That shit gonna have to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when there's a lot going on, and then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right, but we are working really hard and doing great. I got sick.
So because she got sent home, the manager is a bully. She got sent home, so the manager is a bully. And so instead of you going over her head and reporting her, no, you decided to take her life. That doesn't make sense. I don't care what anybody say. Sun Kiss, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, there's no respect for authority in the atmosphere anymore. Nobody wants to take corrections but feels disrespected and want to show how hard they are. I agree with you, Tanya. I hope that's your name. I hope I'm saying it right. I agree with you, my dear. Yes, call the HR. That's what she should have done. Yes, I agree with you on that one. Call the HR. Man, this stuff is crazy. Here we go.
The fact that she panicked, and I caught her a few times making a mistake, and she tried to hurry up and play it off. You know, nobody's perfect. It's fucking McDonald's. It happens. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, somebody might get confused. So fuck, it gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like she don't be making mistakes. I be catching her. So all the animosity and shit that she keep putting in the air and stuff, then trying to tell me I'm always snapping on people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't go in there doing that. I tell her, no, I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there and trying to manipulate it, no, that's going to stop. All that negative shit she's saying about, you know, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all that in there and then playing games saying she want to take her belt off and beat somebody. Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. That shit is crazy. I'm telling you.
Now I'm gonna share something with y'all. What the young lady is saying, okay, the 23-year-old that deleted Harris, okay, what she's saying, she's right. A lot of black women do act like that. Let's be clear. When they are in charge, they do act like that, okay? I have been under black women before when I was young, and they do act irate. Let's be clear. And they'll bring their trash that they got going on at home to the job and get nasty with the workers and snap on them and stuff like that. But baby, your best bet was to report her. Not you go in there and say, this shit gotta stop. You gonna do something about it. That's nonsense. Let's be clear. I know some of y'all like, take heed, you know, you always getting on black women. There's a correction that needs to be made. You as well as you in a business, I don't care if it's Mickey D's, I don't care where you work at. If you are the head, you're supposed to remain professional. We shouldn't be gossiping about people and stuff like that at the job. We supposed to pump that food out. Everybody, yes ma'am, no ma'am, all this other stuff. We have to be respectful with each other, especially you working around children. Because remember, they're still growing up. And I'm not saying this one is a child. She's 23 years old. But you have young kids who work at Mickey D's. You understand? And so you are going to be one of their teachers. You understand? Let's be clear now. Let's be clear. So the way that they handle the job is the way that you treat them. If you treat them with respect, they're going to treat you with respect. Those kids are not your kids. You shouldn't be talking about, I'll take my belt off. I could take my belt off because y'all remind me of my kids. You're not supposed to tell these children that. What if somebody go home and tell a mama that, oh, you say you going to bring a belt and whoop us or something like that? Somebody mama coming to that McDonald's. Somebody mama is coming to that McDonald's. You won't threaten to whoop nobody kids. Now, listen, it's not good to talk ill of the dead, but let's be clear. Some of our sisters wild out. Some of them wild out. Let me see. This might have been my third job because I always worked from age 14. So this might have been my third job, probably. I was working at Nathan Hot Dogs in Newark Airport in Terminal B in the back. Anybody know anything about Newark? There used to be a Nathan's down on Delta Gates at the back, right? I used to work there, and I had a sister who all of us was melanated, you understand? And so she was a big girl, but she had like, you know how you see women that they got that beard under their neck, okay? Like a beard under their neck. And she had like a little mustache here and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And she was a big girl. And she was nasty. She was so nasty. So when I was younger, 19, okay, I had a shape that it was crazy. My shape was wild. I don't have that shape no more, but Lord, I still have pictures that I could look. But this shape I used to rock when I was 19 years old, right? There was a brother that I had eventually married, but he was the GSC for Northwest Airlines. She liked him. She liked him. And she said to him, why would you go for a piece of chicken when you can go for the whole chicken? He said, because the piece of chicken is respectful. The piece of chicken is kind. He told her the whole chicken don't know how to treat a man. Mind you, I didn't know how to treat a man either. I was 19 years old. I just knew to be kind. When I saw him, hello, how are you? How you doing, sir? That was my first husband. Okay? And she liked him. And this girl made hell for me on earth at that job. Hell for me on earth. She made me do the most nonsense things. And I was telling him, I said, it's because you like me. And that's why she's bothering me like that. You understand? Okay? That's why she's bothering me like that. And he said, do you want to go apply for another job? I said, yeah, I'm going to eventually leave. So I talked to my father because I was living with my dad at the time. And my dad said, your father worked for the city. And you letting some boo get you all irate for this little job. How much you make? What is it, like $4? I started laughing. I like, Daddy, don't even do that. He's like, just quit. Just go there, give her your shirt, give her your ID and all that, and tell her my daddy said I don't need this job. And that's what I did. I went there and told her, I said, my daddy said I don't need this trifling job. And I threw the shirt and the ID on the table, and I left. She wanted to start all that trouble with me over a man, y'all. Okay? So melanated sisters do some nonsense when they get in a position of power. Okay? Caucasian women do it too. Okay? I'd rather work under a man than anybody else. I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying to you. Men work with logic. They work with logic. A lot of y'all be like, oh, he's trying to mess with me. He's trying to sleep with me, this and that. There are some men that are like that, but there are also some men who work with logic and they understand this is their bread and butter. So they're not trying to screw nobody. You understand? The most best experience I had was working under men than women. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Not one bit. I'm not lying to you at all. Some of y'all women be wilding out. Y'all wild out. Y'all wild out. And it makes people scared and stuff like that, that they don't even want to be working at the job no more. This supervisor was ready to lay hands on me. I remember her jumping in my face. This is like a 30-something-year-old woman. I'm 19. Jumping in my face over a man that wasn't even hers. He didn't even want to. He didn't even want to. I could see if they dated before. You know what I'm saying? I could see that, but he didn't even want to. So when I just want y'all to understand that any of my sisters who you empower, okay, learn how to treat your employees with respect. Y'all have to do better. You understand? Learn to treat them with respect. And I'm going to share something with you. I didn't even learn. I remember when I eventually had made supervisor. I was working for Port Authority, and I was made supervisor of one of their contracts in Terminal B. Okay, so I governed over 13 airlines, right? For their baggage, wheelchair, and documentation. Okay, 107 employees. Okay, I was about 20 something then. One of the older skycaps pulled me to the side and he said, "Baby girl, I'm gonna share something with you." I think this was Big Joe. Yeah, Big Joe. May his soul rest in peace. He said, "Baby girl, I want to share something with you." He said, "One monkey don't stop no show." I said, "What?" He said, "One monkey don't stop no show." He said, "If you out here disrespecting the employees and you giving them a hard time, okay, they not gonna work for you." You said, "You see how all these other supervisors, they don't know how to talk to these grown people. And you see they never get nothing done." He said, "Because you gonna end up just like them, not getting nothing done." He said, "It's better that you treat them with respect and kindness, you'll get shit done." So when he pulled me to the side, I said, "No, he right." Because I remember, and what made me flash back was Nathan's, me working under a black woman, and I had a nightmare being under her, okay? So now I was the boss. Well, not the boss, but I was a supervisor. And I found myself in that same predicament until Big Joe pulled me to the side and was like, "Listen, this is not how you do it, baby girl." You understand? Because you'll get them if they, they will work for you if you respect them. So I started walking around calling people sir, ma'am, you know what I'm saying? And I would tell them, "Listen, if you do this shit for me, I'm gonna buy you lunch. I'll buy you dinner. I'll buy you breakfast," stuff like that. These people would come in and work. They would come in and work. And my manager was like, "How did you get these people in here?" I was like, "With kindness. With kindness." You understand? I remember when we had a bad storm, but back in the day, we always had like horrible storms back then anyway. But I would have a full crew come to work in all that weather. My the other supervisors I work with, they could never get those people to come in. And how I got them in, I told them, "Listen, I'm going to feed you, baby. Come in. I'm going to get you something to eat." So what I would do is I would talk to the airlines and I'm like, "Listen, you need these people, right? I need these people, okay? I need vouchers. I need vouchers." And they'd be like, "How many you need?" "I need this amount for this shift. I need this amount for that shift." And they would print it out for me. And I would bring these people in. Because I ain't had all that money to pay for lunch and breakfast and dinner. But I would bring those people in. And my manager said, "How did you find a way?" I said, "Because you treat people with kindness, they'll work for you. They will work for you." So I changed. But it took Big Joe to pull me to the side and say to me, "Listen, you can't talk to these people like that. You'll never get them to work." And I'm going to share something with you. A lot of melanated sisters, y'all don't see that. Because you a big dog, okay? You a big dog. You think you could talk to people like you crazy. Even my Caucasian sisters. Because you think you a big dog, you think you could talk to people like you crazy. It's only men that understand the assignment. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that shit crazy? Miss Straight Up No Chaser, how are you, honey? Ain't that shit crazy? Only men understand the assignment. It's wild. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Here we go.
Woman, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early. It's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that. It's not funny. It's not fair. It isn't funny at all. So, she could keep being a bully if she wants to, but that shit is going to catch up to her. Because it ain't funny at all. It ain't. 2 days of...
She said the shit ain't funny at all. It's one day it's going to catch up to her. That is painful to hear that. Oh my God. Here we go. Let's see if we got another video. Here we go.
This is a sad story that's been circulating online about this young lady and a McDonald's employee. She stabbed and unalived her manager, a mother of 6 kids, because she was allegedly being bullied The manager kept sending her home early, picking on her, and this was going on for months and months and months. The employee got fed up, came back to work, put a mask on, stabbed and unalived the manager, right? What's even more sad is that I see people online justifying the actions of the young lady.
Justifying it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Saying
Martin,
she shouldn't
how
have
are
been
you,
bullied.
honey?
She, you know, managers bullying people and whatever the case may be. And I'm like, how did we get here? How can we justify the actions of this young lady in a situation like this?
You can't.
You know what I mean? Because I remember when I was in high school and I worked at Burger King, if my manager did something I didn't like, I just cursed him out. That's it. What happened to the good old-fashioned curse out? You know? And I would go back to work the next day like nothing happened.
All right.
What happened to stealing money out of the cash register until you got caught? You know?
I don't agree with that. I ain't never steal out the cash register.
The cookies off the counter. Back then, everybody would be like, oh, he knocked the cookies off the counter. But unaliving a manager because she was sending you home early, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
You know what I mean? See, back then, getting sent home early was a rite of passage. You want to go home early. Me, the only time we wanted to get those extra hours was right before school started to get school clothes and right before them Jordans came out to get new sneakers. Other than that, we ain't care. And I'm like, if this young lady's life was affected that much, you know, with losing those hours, she could have quit and went to Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's, or whatever the case may be. But grown people justifying the actions of this young lady unaliving his manager is horrific. How did we get to this point? It's totally unacceptable. Getting sent home early wasn't bullying back then. All right? We just found other solutions. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you see your child have mental health issues, get them help. Get them help. Because y'all don't understand. Managing some young kids is the worst job ever. I did it. I managed some young high school kids and kids early college. We'll never do it again. They got razzled, dazzled, and frazzled over every little thing. They called out over every little thing. I got a paper cut. I can't make it to work. It was horrible. So
it's true. These kids now, they not built tough. They not built for it tough. It's a lot of stuff. You understand? Let's be clear. It's a lot of stuff. I would never want to manage children either because they do the most and they can't take accountability. And it's because they're young too, and it's the training at home. So you blame the parents as well. But oh my God. She unalived this woman. 6 kids. 6 kids, y'all. And everybody trying to justify the thing. You can't justify this, baby. You cannot. You can't justify this. I'm telling you. I don't know. And some of y'all think it's funny. It's only funny because it ain't happened to your people. It ain't happened to somebody you love. You understand? That's why it's funny to a lot of y'all. You understand? This woman lost her life because she sent somebody home. She sent somebody home. She lost her life for that. Oh my goodness. So now I want to just acknowledge the super chats. I greatly appreciate it. $9.99 from, let me see if I can get the name. Ellis, what's up, baby? $9.99 from Ellis, and Sunkiss $1.99. I greatly appreciate y'all taking time to donate to the channel. Okay, so this right here is let me see. I'm going to let me see. Okay. Sunkiss, I got this. No, not Sunkiss, I'm sorry. Ellis, this is for you, baby. Let me get in here. Here we go. I'm trying to do a little music. I want to see. Okay. Here we go.
I'm not the bigger person. Leave me alone. I go too far.
Ellis, this for you, baby.
Somebody does
no
me
pun
wrong.
intended, baby.
Beyond the first 48, I know I'm petty. But I can't walk away. Oh, you'll be safe if you don't play in my face. Don't wonder. On the first 48, verse 48.
Oh my God.
Verse 48.
Go ahead, baby. She got a nice voice. Now, Sunkiss, this is for you, okay? Please, no pun intended, okay? No pun intended, baby, all right? Here we go.
Pussy is the best place on earth. Every time I slip in, it feels well worth. Makes me so thankful for birth. Bring that pussy, let me stretch it. Put it to work.
No pun intended, baby. No pun
Oh,
intended.
it's soft like Georgia peaches, tight like Wrangler jeans.
He's singing to his wife,
Got me
y'all.
praying every evening, down on both my knees.
I don't know how they recorded
Ain't no
this.
math could lead me elsewhere, 'cause I done found my home.
What'd he say?
Your pussy is the best place on earth,
and I ain't never going home. He said, I ain't never going Rome. Ain't that terrible? Oh my God. Listen, good morning, everybody who just came into the chat. I greatly appreciate you stopping in and stopping by. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. That's a heartbreaking story, but I wanted to break the ice. Okay. We're going to get into the next foolery of the day. Okay. We're going to get into the next foolery of the day. Now, when I heard this sister come in here and she preached this, I was like, damn, she right. But you know what? This type of woman she talking about, you never see this woman because she's not available for the streets. You never see this woman right here. She don't want to be available for the streets. There are some women who you cannot pull them outside to the street. This is the type of woman that I am right here. Check this out. I love this.
Let me tell you something. There are many women out here in the world that only have eyes for their man. Understand what I'm saying, okay? I mean, don't see nothing. I mean, baby, a lot of us are out here like Ray Charles, all right? It's just when you are really for your man and about your man, don't no other man matter. It don't matter how much money he got, if he look better than your man or not, what kind of car he drive, what kind of crib he got. That shit don't hold no weight.
It don't.
When you are with a man that you want to be with. You heard it here first. Yeah.
Ain't nothing like being with a man that you want to be with. You understand? Ain't nothing like it. There was a woman a couple months ago. She said that there's a man from her past that can have her do handstands late in the midnight hour with a control for a PlayStation, assisting him in a control for a PlayStation. I fell out. She said every woman get that one man that breaks her, that he breaks her into submission, that whoever she with, if he calls her, she'll come. And I put in the comment section, I said, you know what? She right. But I was blessed to marry mine. I was blessed to marry mine. Because I'm going to share something with you. If I would not have married this man, let's be clear. Let's be clear. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But let's be clear. Okay, Corey Joe, thank you, baby. I see you in the chat. I had shouted you out earlier, baby. Thank you so much. Let's be clear. I was saying when I heard this, I was like, I thank God I married mine. Because I'm going to share something with you. I would be a cheater. I would be a cheater. I ain't lying to you. I would be a cheater. If I was dating somebody, I don't care how many years I was dating them. And if this man, okay, if my husband didn't become my husband, and he just was someone from my past, okay? And he called me and was like, baby girl, I want to see you tonight or whatever. Be advised, take heed is taking that walk. Be advised, I'm taking that walk. I don't care how long I've been with you. Matter of fact, I'm going to advise you, there's one man that will call me. And if he calls me, I'm gone. Like, I'm out, okay? Okay, y'all remember how Corinne Stephan got up there and was like, if Lil Wayne called her, no matter who she married to, she out. That was my husband. Why do Take Heed say this? When we were dating, this man called me late in the midnight hours, like, I want to spend some time with you. I was like, it's like 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Can you come over and spend some time? Now, why he said come over is because my sister was staying in my house with me. So he asked, can you come over to my place? Take Heed put on her Nikes. I put on my jeans. I had my hoodie. I had my hat turned to the back because first of all, the street I lived on was not a bad street, but the side street was bad. So you had to walk up from Pine Street. You had to walk up from Pine Street to 3rd Street. So 3rd Street was wild. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go like incognito. I was just walking. Baby, it looked like I was on a mission, y'all. I ain't lying to y'all. It looked like I was on a mission. I was walking hard. Okay? Walking hard. So I know if something would have happened between me and him and it would have been another man in my life, I'd have been cheated on him. Sir, 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 okay? Sir, sir, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go. Listen, I'm telling you right now. And then, check this out. My king didn't even know I was going to walk up to his house. He thought I was going to take the taxi. And as I'm walking up, he's standing outside the building trying to wait for me, thinking I was taking a taxi. I walk up on him, and he was like, you need something, brother? You need something? And I pulled my hoodie off, and he was like, oh, girl, what the hell? I was like, yeah, I got here. I had to make it somehow. Okay? I had to make it somehow. All right? I'll be a cheater. I'll be a cheater. And I don't like to be no cheater. I would be a cheater, y'all. So that's why I said I'm one of those. Baby. Listen to me. Take heed, don't care what you have. I don't care if you have more than my husband. I don't care what kind of lifestyle you live. Your lifestyle don't mean shit to me. It don't mean shit to me. Okay? The understanding is that I have too much respect for my king. So I just don't do shit like that. You understand? It's just the love in me for this man. And I think what it is also that we talk about is I have a healthy fear of my husband. I have a healthy fear of this man. So this is why I show him so much respect and love. I'm just saying. Yeah. And then I'm spoiled too. You know what I'm saying? Like my king, he spoils me. And then, I get the correction too. And, it is what it is. Now, I want us to talk about something because this is a little fresh, my sisters. I want y'all to hear this. Is Saturday morning. Growing up, how are you, honey? It's Saturday morning, so this is a little fresh. Green beans, I didn't even see you. How you doing, sir? This a little fresh, but this is a woman talking about doing something with her husband. I thought this was beautiful. So shout out to Beans because this was on his page, okay? So I want us to play this. Check this out, what the sister said.
That was dick formation. Yeah, like I was sucking his dick. I would just come up and I'd be like, "You're gonna do great tomorrow."
It's story time.
If you want to motivate a man, I feel like the best time to feed an affirmation is while you're performing a sexual oral act. And I know this sounds like transactional. Mm-hmm. It's not. If I know that he's in a elated state of pleasure and he's feeling good and everything is feeling nice, and I'm sucking his dick.
Who that lifted what?
And I'm sucking his dick. And I'm feeling good because I like it. And I love seeing his face and his reaction. And I know he got a big day ahead. I'm going to tell him, tomorrow you're going to do great. So you feel like you're going to do great? Yes. And I'm going to keep sucking it until you feel like you're going to do excellent.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
So now we're going to play the video again. But I want my sisters to listen to that. Do you hear what I'm saying? As the woman was talking, let's be clear, they did a cameo shot of the husband. As the woman was talking, they did a cameo shot of the husband. The husband head fell all the way back, okay? She just was talking, and the husband head fell all the way back like this, okay? I just want to share something with you. My sister, she said, give him affirmations. She said, give your husband affirmations as you give head. Okay? That's what she said. Hand clap for the sister. Now, check this out. Take heed, gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I ain't never done that before. So we gonna try that. Okay? Now, the husband said, she asked the husband, did you like it? The husband said, yes, I did. Okay, so that's what you're gonna have to do, my sisters. Affirmations. When you down there, doing your job, affirmations. Somebody said it's spell work. No, it's not. Affirmations to your husband. Okay? You can speak over his life while you giving him head. Okay? Hand claps for the sister. Hand clap for the sister. Okay? Yes. Okay? Now one more time for the crowd in the back. She was good.
Yeah, I was.
Information.
Like I was sucking his. I would just like come up and I'd be like, "You're gonna do great tomorrow."
It's story time.
If you want to motivate a man, I feel like the best time to feed an affirmation is while you're performing a sexual, like, oral act. And I know it sounds like transactional. It's not. If I know that he's in a elated state of pleasure and he's feeling good and everything is feeling nice, and I'm sucking his.
Who that lifted what?
And I'm sucking his and I'm feeling good because I like it and I love seeing his face and his reaction and I know he got a big day ahead. I'm gonna tell him like tomorrow you're gonna do great. So you feel like you're gonna do great? Whereas, and I'm gonna keep sucking it until you feel like you're gonna do excellent.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
I was dickformation him, last night, right, baby?
Yes, you was.
Yeah, you feel like it worked?
Yes, she was.
I think you did amazing. I said 3 times between last night and today. We were gonna make sure Daddy did good.
She said we did it 3 times between yesterday and today. Shout out to that sister. One more hand clap. Have you ever been swallowed? Okay, so listen, Take Heed is not one of those older women that believe you ain't supposed to do stuff to your husband. I'm not one of those. Okay, I'm not one of those. Okay, Take Heed applauds you doing your duty as the wife. I applaud you. Okay, I'm not gonna sit in here and condemn you when I do the same thing. So I'm not one of those. Okay, yes. So now, let me see what else we got. Let me see. Now, this video here of this woman, she talking about what my husband don't put up with, okay? What my husband don't put up with. I can't do certain TikToks like some of y'all do. And I fell out. I like, this is me right here. This is me. Because I was asking my king like, oh, I could be able to be doing these type of videos. My king was like, oh, hell no. Do what? What type of video? Do what? And I was only joking. I wouldn't do that. I'm too old to be doing stuff like that. But I love what she said. It was so funny. Check out what she said.
There's some trends I can't participate in. And it's because my husband ain't y'all's husband. My husband don't act like y'all's husband. So there's this trend going around where the groom gets pictures of his wife in like this cute little lingerie or whatever, and he gets it from the different bridesmaids and people throughout their wedding reception, right? And while that's like cute, for those, my husband don't play that. My husband don't play that because the first question he's going to ask is who took the picture. And when I can't give him a response as to who took the picture, then we're going to have a problem because he's going to know why I was dressing like that in front of the man if the man took the picture. And why did I feel so comfortable? Why didn't I just let him take the picture? Because that makes the most logical sense. If I wanted to take those kind of risque pictures, why not just ask him to take the pictures?
So I love what she said because she said there's a trend where when at the wedding reception that everybody gives the husband a picture of the wife like half booty butt naked. I don't know why y'all thought that should be a trend. That's like the stupidest shit I ever heard. Like, only person supposed to see your wife nakedness is the husband only supposed to see her nakedness. That's stupid. So now what if somebody kept the picture and didn't give it back, didn't give it to the husband? You understand? This is dumb. I don't know who thought that this makes sense. You giving strangers pics of you that's booty butt naked to give to your husband. That's stupid. So when she said my husband is not built like that, he don't do shit like that, my husband is not your husband, she right. She right. Whatever husband think that thing makes sense, you have lost your mind. Okay? More than likely, that's a son husband. Okay? Because y'all think anything y'all do, my sisters, y'all think anything y'all do be right. Until when a man corrects you, oh, he's being a narcissist. Okay? When a man corrects you, he's being a narcissist, he's being overbearing, all this nonsense. I'm sorry. No. That doesn't make sense. Also, my sisters, I wanted y'all to get this work right here. This is a woman who's been married a long time, and I love what she said, because even Take Heed gonna start taking heed to it as well. I want y'all to listen to what she said. Check this out right here.
One thing my mother taught me is that no matter what goes on in your marriage, good or bad, it's we.
It's we.
You asked your husband to do something. From his own pride and ego, he made the wrong decision.
Okay.
When he comes home, you use the language we didn't make a right decision.
We
didn't
didn't
go about it the right way. Next time we will. Meanwhile, you don't have a hand in it. I cushion the blow. You've reduced your power to allow him to feel comfortable. Because with women, you can either use your power for good or for bad. Delilah used hers to crush Samson and kill his spirit.
Didn't she?
But Queen Esther used hers to use and allow the king to save her people. But you see how Esther went about it? Her power was, she laid a banquet. What does a man like? So in her ability and in her power, she made him a party for him alone and for Haman. A party over 2 days. The man would have seen the effort, the ingredient, the planning, the decor. Then before she made her request known, how she lay before his feet. So that he felt that indeed he was the king.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Hey, Red Lipstick Live, how are you, honey?
Delilah did the same
I'll
with
be right
Samson.
back, y'all. Give me a minute.
Samson, tell me the key to your strength. Oh, Samson, you like that too much. You're not telling me that. You're making me sad. You're making me whatever. Then give that. Then she used that same power to be able to shave off. You can trust me. You can rely on me. Of late, women are too hard. If you're a man, I'm a man. If you can talk, I can talk. What men can do, we can do better. It's not true. Me, I don't want. Every time I hear those things, I tell my husband, put it off. I want me know. I'm soft. I'm a woman. I'm not up to your level. Like I don't want to do what you can do. A woman can do what. Like I should be a mason or carpenter, or I should do well. Like no, I want to do what God has given me to do. But if you want to be successful in your home, turn your power into intercession. Turn your power into praying. Intentionally reduce your power for your husband to feel that he is the head of the home. When you must speak, use your power to shut your mouth. When you must retaliate, use your power to control yourself. Use the power to go before God and say, God, in fact, what this man is doing with our money, no, but help me there. Yeah, but help me. Use the power together with God to help influence the man. But allow him his ego. He's a man. God put it there for a reason. God himself will shape his ego. God himself will shape his pride. God will do all of those sorts of things. But allow him to be the king of his castle. One thing my mother taught me is that no matter what goes on in your marriage, good or bad, it's we. You asked your husband to do something. From his own pride and ego, he made the wrong decision. When he comes home, you use the language we didn't make a right decision. We didn't go about it the right way. Next time we will. Meanwhile, you don't have a hand in it.
So how y'all like that advice? Because even Take Heed, I was like, oh, I'm going to start doing that too. Because I'm going to share something with you. When our husbands make mistakes, right, we usually be the first one to bash them. Look what you did. Look how you handled this. Look at this. Look at that. You know? Now, I'm going to share something with you. Take Heed doesn't do that. I don't do that. When I see my husband make a mistake, okay? Let's be clear. When I see him make a mistake, my husband usually regulates his own self. Like I don't have to come, oh, look what you did. Oh my God, look what happened. I don't have to do that. My husband, when he messes up, he usually regulates his own self. Sometimes it'll be he's sitting in his lazy boy. He might be reading a book. He's looking at his phone. He's in deep thought. Like I know that the shit went left, but he'll sit there, and when he gets the solution to fix it, then I see him rise up, and then I know he got it, and then he'll come to me and he'll say, babe, this is what we gonna do, bow, 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 and then I'll be like, oh honey, that makes sense, yeah, let's do it that way. You understand? So that's one thing I gotta shout my king out for, because that's what he does. When something goes wrong, he'll go sit He need his time to go think. He'll go sit, regulate himself, and then come back with the solution. Shout out to my husband because he does that. Okay, he never goes and start flipping out and acting crazy and all that other stuff. He uses that king logic that's in him. You understand? So, my sisters, this is what I want to stress to you because I know a lot of us were taught like this. We saw our mama do this foolishness. Okay, so I want to share something with you. When you see some shit that happen in your marriage, you should not go and start bashing him. Oh, because of this. Look what you did. Look what that. You know, it's better when you say, honey, I think we made the wrong decision. You understand? Not excluding, because remember, we are one. Am I right? Am I right? When you're married, what are we? We are one. We are one. So that's how you do that thing. You understand? That's how you do that. We are one. So that means what do we have to do? We have to work together. We are one. When shit happen, we have to work together. You understand? We can't get out there and just blame him for everything. Even though you may see that he was the one that made the step. But I'm going to share something with you. If you don't go and slam him and try to crush his spirits, he'll regulate himself and fix it. Every woman can calm the beast in her husband. If you're a good wife, you can do it. You can do it. You know what I usually do? I hit my husband on the chest like this. But I tap him. Not no hit, because some of y'all crazy. I tap him on the chest and I'll be like, honey, it's all right, baby. It's all right. We're going to make it through. It's all right. You know how many men love to hear that from their wife? It's all right, baby. We might be in some trouble right now, but it's going to be all right. You understand? We're going to make it through. When a man has a wife like that, he cherish her because you're not there like ninja so-and-so and this and that. And that's why all this stuff, he don't need that. He don't need that. He already knows shit about to get crazy. He don't need you. No. I just want to share that with y'all, my sisters. Because as I learn, we learn together. You understand? So when she said we, mind you, I never said we. I always say we'll make it through, right? But when something happened, we need to start. It's, we'll be fine, honey. You understand? We both made the wrong decision. You understand? We, even though it may not have been your decision, okay? But when it's we, because we are one. We are one. Whatever decision he make, it's we. We are one. We got to get that together, my sisters. We got to understand that part. You understand? Just want to share that with y'all. Also, another thing, too. This is one thing I want to stress to our sisters. If you don't know how to talk to a man, okay? If you don't know how to talk to a man, stop looking for one. Stop looking for one. If you don't know how to respect a man, stop looking for one. Because what's happening is that you're breaking this man. And the woman he's supposed to be with, she gets handed a raw deal. Just let him go. You understand? Just let him go. Because you're holding on to him because of what he could do for you. Let him go. You're not whole. A lot of y'all women, you're not whole. You're not in your right mind. And so you think having a man around makes sense. Some of y'all will come just from having a baby. 6 months old the baby is, you jump into another relationship. And you haven't even squashed the relationship with your baby father. Some of you are broken and you want to jump in another relationship because you believe this man is coming to save you. But I'm going to share something with you. Sometimes in this midst of him coming to save you, you break him. Because he's trying to do everything for you to satisfy you. Check out what this sister said right here.
Stop getting in my way and let me speak, dude. You are my husband. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I am not under arrest. I am not under arrest. Leave me alone. Get away from me. I have PTSD about men. Leave me alone. You're making me anxious. Get back and listen to me.
Okay,
listen to me. Listen.
Listen.
Because this is my fiance and I can put my hands on him if I want to. This is my man. Are you listening to me? Are you listening? Can I sit down? Stop touching me. I told you I got PTSD about men putting their hands on me. Can you stop? I said I pushed him. I pushed him. That means get out my face.
Sit down.
I'm trying to. Now shut the f up and listen. Y'all expect me to listen to y'all, and y'all can't listen to me. What is wrong with y'all? Is y'all cool? Y'all mental okay? Do y'all need a paramedic?
We're gonna go. Come on.
What the f is wrong with y'all? Do you see him telling you, stop touching me? What are you talking about? I've been through too much. We ain't going to 1090. And I know what the police mean. I'm not stupid. I'm educated. And I'm tired of people playing with me like I'm dumb.
You want to always get our point across. You know what? Sometimes we just letting our talk and getting it out.
Let me calm down myself. I have a coping skill sitting right there. Leave me alone. And my got the audacity to sit up here and talk about me behind my back. Like I don't know. I'm not a child. I'm a grown adult. And I deserve to be respected, not harassed.
Well, so we gotta go right now. Because this is a church.
I don't care, bro. I don't give a f about none of that because you're not sitting up here and you're not listening. I'm the person that can make the world a better place. And I know I am. I know who I am. And I know I am a kind-hearted person. And I pay it for every chance I get. And you have been a witness to that. You can attest to that.
Are you saying
you are my fiance,
are you not gonna leave? Are you not gonna leave? Are you not gonna see paramedics?
No.
Are you gonna leave today?
Yes, I'm going to leave. And that's what I'm trying to get my across and nobody's letting me. Because you're talking over me.
No, I'm not. I'm letting you talk.
No, he was. He was talking over me. This is my fiance that I've known more than 8 years. This is not a new relationship. He knows when I get like this, I push him away. You don't because you don't know me. And you're always trying to arrest people for that you don't know about. Y'all stress people out. Y'all make people have anxiety. This is why nobody likes the police.
Now, I'm going to share something with y'all. This type of woman right here, she says she's been engaged to this man. He's been her boyfriend, 8 years or whatever, and they just got engaged. I thought that was her husband because he said he was the husband. But the thing is that women like this right here, you need to leave her on the back burner. This woman will never give you peace. She will never give you peace. Never give you peace. But sometimes men are deceived by the big butt and the smile. I told y'all that. Them ones who got the big butt and the smile be the most craziest ones. They will never give you peace. You understand? Unless she knows something is going on within her. She figures out something's wrong with her. Now, I don't know why they had to call the police down to a church event. Okay? I don't know why. But the whole thing is that she's hitting on her fiance. Okay? So that explains why. But at a church event in the basement, it looked like they was packing up some stuff. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And that man that she with. See, sometimes, just like they say there are men that block women from getting to the certain man they supposed to be with, there are women that block men from getting to the certain woman they supposed to encounter too. Let's be clear. Some of y'all still haven't found a woman that you were supposed to encounter. Some of y'all sisters still haven't found a man that you were supposed to encounter because you didn't clean out everything that is not right in you. So you continue to get foolery. Sea Breeze, thank you, baby, for the $5 super chat. Take heed, don't let me find out you used to be a preacher before you got on YouTube, because you definitely preaching right now. I never been a preacher, baby. I never been a preacher. My husband say I talk too much. I never been a preacher, baby. Thank you, though. I appreciate you for donating to the channel. The uncomfortable truth is that this young lady, something's wrong with her. Something's wrong with her. But her aesthetics, I hope I'm saying that right, her aesthetics make men turn their head, make them look at her. You understand? Something's wrong here. You understand? Something's wrong. And she's just lashing out on this man. She lashing out on the police. She telling the police, oh, he knows how I get. I push him away when I act like this. You're going to push him into the arms of another woman. That's what you will do. That's what you will do. You will push him in the arms to another woman. My sisters, I'm going to share something with you. Your marriage lasts as long as your behavior does. Is that nasty? Did I go too far this morning? Let me repeat it again. Your marriage lasts as long as your behavior does. I didn't say be fake to your husband. But I want to share something with you. If you go to work every day and you be nasty to your boss, what usually happens? Don't worry, I'm not going to wait for y'all. You get fired. Your ass get fired. Okay? They're going to fire your ass. Okay? Now, if you've been married for a long time and you nasty to your husband going to fire your ass too. He just going to get a replacement outside of the house. Then the times that you complain that he ain't never home, but every time he's home, you disrespect him and you get nasty with him. This sister had said yesterday that we opened the door for the side chick. She said we opened the door for the side chick. And I kept saying, damn, that's nasty. Why she say it like that? But she ain't lying. She said it's the way you treat him. That's the problem. You opened the door for the side chick. And a lot of women didn't want to hear what she said. She wasn't lying, though. She wasn't lying. A lot of us open the door for the side chick to come right on in. But we don't want to believe that because we want to believe that we perfect. And that we don't do anything wrong. You understand? Here we go.
To really, really listen. The reason why the side chick exists, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Either emotionally or physically, and you think that's okay.
Yes.
It is not okay to neglect and reject and mistreat, misuse, abuse, disrespect your husband in any way just because you have the title of wife.
That's nasty. She said just because you have the title of wife. Ain't that nasty? But it's some of y'all who, because I'm married, I could say whatever I want to say to my husband. Do you know after 18 years, me and my husband, we still use our manners when we talk to each other? When we get up in the morning, we've been in the bed all night together. But when we get up in the morning, we say, good morning, dear. We say good morning. When we get ready to eat breakfast and I'm passing him his food or he passing me something, you know what I'm saying? We say thank you. We say we appreciate it. We even ask, how was your night? We know how our night was. But we still ask, how was your night? Did you have any dreams? You understand? We still talk about it after 18 years. Servitude means everything. I want to share that with y'all. I ain't saying my marriage is perfect, But servitude means everything to each other. I think a lot of couples that have been married for a long time, we miss that part. Even y'all younger ones don't understand that servitude and being kind, it means so much. And Taki will always tell you that sexual healing is at the top. That make everything trickle down easy. Do you hear what I'm saying? My sisters, take heed to what I'm telling you. I'm not saying that men always cheat because of us. Sometimes it's a lot going on with them. But I'm going to share something with you as well, my sisters. If a man has community dick and you still married him, that means you the problem. You the problem. Because you accepted him having community dick and you still married him. That means that's a you problem. Because why did you attract this type of man? I am talking about the man with the king mindset. We not talking about no Pookie and Rere, because some of y'all get in here. Men just cheat because they want to cheat. That's Pookie and Rere, and they don't value their life. Because there's too much shit out here that can take you to glory. Do you understand? You don't value your life. My sisters, that you know your husband has the king mindset. Stop pushing him away when he tap you on the shoulder at night. You understand? When he asks for some private time with you, stop pushing him away. Because I'm going to share something with you. Just as you pushing him away, do you understand? There's another woman that wants to welcome him in. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm trying to tell you? There's another woman trying to welcome him in as you pushing him away. A lot of y'all, because you've been married so long, you think your husband don't look good to another woman. Did I go too far? Let me do it again. A lot of y'all women, because you know what your husband is, you know how he look, you know how he behave, all these things like that. And when I say look, I mean how handsome he is and stuff like that. You know how he look, but he don't look like that to you anymore. Okay? Please be advised. Okay? Please be advised there's another woman who want him. There's another woman who want him. Just how I talk about how my husband's beard is salt and pepper and everything, and I love to bite on him and pull his beard and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's another woman who wants to do the same thing. When you don't think your husband look good, another woman thinks he looks good. Another woman thinks he's kind. Another woman thinks he's caring. When men don't get that affirmation at home, when they don't get, good morning, King, how are you? How's everything? You know what I'm saying? Being kind to him, being in servitude. I didn't say he's not in servitude. The husband is always in servitude. If he's paying the bills in the house and y'all working it together, he is always in servitude of you and those children. Please be advised, okay? Regardless if y'all doing 50-50. Regardless if you doing 70-20 or whatever like that. Am I still 70? Oh, I'm sorry. 70-30. Let's be clear. Okay? Let's be clear. In a marriage, this is a long time career. You understand? This is a forever career. And a lot of y'all, because y'all don't know how to talk to each other, you learn to hate each other. You learn to hate each other. I remember when me and my king was getting our car fixed and they give you a ride. Like you get a ride from there to, you know, back home or whatever. And we were just sitting in the car, in the person's car, sitting in the back, laughing and holding hands or whatever. And the man said, oh, y'all must have just got married, right? So my king looked at him, he said, nah, we've been married 18 years. The guy who was driving was like, and y'all still hold hands and laugh and stuff like that? He said, because we're more than just husband and wife. We're more than just husband and wife. My sisters, in order for your marriage to actually last, I want to share something with you. You'll have to respect your husband. Is that nasty? Did I go too far? You'll have to respect your husband. Stop listening to these content creators that will give you bad advice. Most of these content creators who give you bad advice about a man, they're lonely. They might have money, they might have a house and a car and all these things like that. They might even have money saved. But money and material things don't buy you happiness. You have to be able to spend time with someone that you love. My sisters, take heed to what I'm telling you. I don't know who watching me today because this message had took a turn. That's not what I was going to talk about today. But I don't know who's watching me. But baby, if this message is hitting you, that means I'm talking to you. If this message is aggravating you today, that means I'm talking to you. We have to do better. I ain't say marriage was rosy. I didn't say that. You're going to go through hardships. You're going to go through trials and tribulations, but also you're going to have happy time too. You're going to have a joyous time. I don't like to say happy, but joyous time too, because y'all done took happy and ran happy out of the way. I want to be happy all of a sudden nonsense every time y'all say that foolishness. Zulu, how are you? That's the uncomfortable truth. We have to do better. Do you understand? I'm just sharing it with you. I'm just sharing it with you, okay? Now, Sea Breeze, this is for you, baby. This is for you. I love this one. Here we go.
Aside from the coochie, what else y'all bring to the table? I said, aside from the coochie, what y'all really bringing to the table? Now look here, not all, but some of y'all bitches don't bring nothing to the table. Just be his peace. Bring value to that man's life. I need the men to stop simping over these hoes and find you a great woman, then treat her right. That's your word. Don't let it miss you. Ladies,
only if the church really talk like this. Sea Breeze, thank you for the $5 super chat. Only if the church really talk like this, there would not be so many women in here that are single mothers. I'm telling you. If the church really preached the truth like they supposed to, it wouldn't be that many single mothers there. It wouldn't be. But because the church only get in here and pray about affirmations and blessings coming your way, they don't give the correction. This is why, church is the way it is. Because if they get in here and give y'all corrections, ain't no money gonna be in that collection plate. Y'all sisters, I'm gonna share something with you. We don't like accountability. Okay? We don't like accountability. Okay? Take heed is like that too. Take heed is like that too. You understand? I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you. I did not always. I hate taking a cup accountability. I hate it. I hate it. But you know what? I have a real life, okay? A real life corrector that I live with for over 18 years. I have a real life corrector. My King C son, girl, And I'm like, wait a minute. Dr. Jazz, how are you, honey? He be like, I see what you doing. Come in. And then I got to do a whole lecture. So what do Take Heed do? I try to stay out of those lectures. Okay? Renee said, got to put them big girl panties on. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Got to take that accountability, baby. We have to learn how to do better when it comes to our husbands. I'm talking straight to the married women. Do better, because I'm going to share something with you. There's a lot of women who want your husband. Do you know that there is not a lot of brothers around? Do you hear me? It's not enough men around. A lot of women want your husband. What did Take Heed tell you? When those doors close in your marital bedroom, you are no longer a mama. Do you hear me? Get that out your head. You are no longer the mama. Make sure you got a sign outside that door. Tell those kids, don't knock on the door at all, unless it's an emergency. Do you understand? We got 2 big signs on our door. Do not come in this room. Okay? When you see this door shut, do not come in this room. Okay? Especially if Marvin Gaye is playing. Don't come in there. Okay? We tell the kids don't knock. Okay? The wine baby, sometimes she's sneaky. She knock on the door. Okay? And then her father tell her, I told you don't knock on my door. Okay? You gotta understand that daddy needs time with mommy too. Okay? Y'all gotta make this a understanding that your bedroom is your sanctuary. Do you understand, my sisters? The marital bed will never be defiled. Anything you want to do to your husband, you do it. You hear me? Because his body is not his own. Do you hear me? The Bible tells you this. His body is not his own. And your body is not your own. Do whatever you want to do to your husband. I watched this video of this woman talk about she was giving her husband head and giving him affirmations. And as she talked about it, the husband head fell back. Do you think that was a memory? Do you think that was a core memory in his head? When he fell back, his whole head went back while she talking about it. Okay? And they on a podcast together, they talking. The whole head went back, boom. That's a core memory. Make some core memories with your husband. Stop listening to the women in your family. Stop listening to your friends outside. Because let me share something with you. At the end of the day, the only person that's going to come for you if anything happened is your husband. Ain't nobody else showing up, baby. Ain't nobody else showing up. Corey Joe, thank you for the $2 super chat, baby. I greatly appreciate it. Don't knock, only for emergencies. Amen. Let's be clear, my sisters. Okay? Let's be clear. What you won't do, the hoe gonna do. Is that nasty? Did I go too far? Let me do it again. What you won't do, the hoe gonna do. You hear me? She gonna do because she want him. Okay? She want him. Okay? All right? I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. What you won't do, the hoe gonna do. Stop listening to some women that will be up there on the pulpit. I heard a woman on the pulpit and she said, going down on your husband is a sin. That's what she said. Giving your husband head is a sin. Okay? Now, I don't know what part of the Bible she got that from. Okay? Because they like to get in here and say it says it in the Bible. When you get to the Bible, it doesn't say it. Okay? The marital bed will never be defiled. Once you get in your room, whatever you do, Yahweh is not displeased with you. Do you understand? If you and your husband is doing the horizontal boogie and everything in a little bit, Yahweh would never be mad with you. He is so pleased when you are having communion with your husband. Stop letting people tell you nonsense about your marriage. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Stop letting people fool you into nonsense. There was a young woman and she said, "Dear future husband." I watched this on Instagram too. She said, "Dear future husband, be advised my friends come before you." These are the women that we're raising today. Please be advised, my friends come before you, not understanding that her husband is her covering. If she gets stranded somewhere, it is the husband that is coming to get her, not those friends. If she get hurt in any way, it's the husband that has to cater for her and care for her. Same thing. Okay? Y'all missed that part. You and him are one. You and him are one. You must work together. Stop letting these old biddies teach y'all nonsense. You will get lost. Like I told you, there's a lot of content creators up here that are older women, and they will tell y'all foolery about a man because they encountered men who are not of substance, which they comfortable. Truth is them not doing the right thing. Do you hear me? It's them not holding themselves accountable. It's them not saying, okay, this was my fault. Do you understand? Same thing. Same thing. Take Heed is not here to bash anybody, because you're going to do however you want your marriage to be done. Okay? You're going to do whatever you want to do. You grown. But I'm just letting you know that whatever you're doing, and Take Heed is trying to give you the correction, you got time to fix it. You got time to fix it because your husband still want to be in a marriage with you. I don't know who this is going to. I don't know who this is. Something's going on in my chat. I don't know who this is supposed to go to. But whatever you're doing to your husband, baby, you have to stop. You have to stop. That man loves you unconditionally. I don't know who this going to. But baby, whatever you're doing, you're going to lose him. And when you lose him, you're going to think of me. That Take Heed was talking to me that day. Whatever you doing to that man, you better stop. There's somebody out there who wants him, and they're tempting him. And he's trying to hold fast because he loves you and those children. But you keep pushing him away when he asks you. A husband should never have to ask for pussy. Let's be clear. He shouldn't. You should want, sometimes you have to ignite it. Usually a physical touch. Men go wild when you touch them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Usually a physical touch that ignites everything. Okay? Seabreeze said this convo's needed to be had. Thank you. Thank you, Seabreeze. I appreciate you, baby, for the $2 super chat. Let's be clear. You understand? Sunkiss, thank you, baby, for the $4.99 super chat. You are preaching good. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. This is the uncomfortable truth. We have to do better. We have to do better. Love that man. He's holding on because he wants to see you change. But I'm going to share something with you. In the midst of your circle, I don't know who this is going to. In the midst of your circle, my sister, you have the heathen among you. In the midst of your circle. That's telling your husband that she could be a better woman than you. She can be a better lover than you. Baby, you better go get your husband. You better go get your husband, or you're going to be down on all fours trying to cry out to Yahweh that he ain't coming home no more. He ain't coming home like he's supposed to. You better do something. When you push men away, honey, when you push men away, you find that they stop asking. If your husband is doing this now, that he stopped asking, that means he's tired. He's trying to hold on. That means he's tired. My sisters, y'all got to learn how to climb on top of your husband. I know Take Heat is going too far today, but you have to learn how to climb on top of your husband. Learn how to do that. Okay? Let's get to those super chats real quick. Okay? Thank you so much, Sea Breeze. And who else did I miss? Sea Breeze. Corey Joe for the $2 super chat. Sea Breeze is next. And then Sunkiss for the $4.99 super chat. So first one is Corey Joe. Corey Joe, here we go, baby. Hold on, y'all.
I'm still getting my Social Security check. Oh, I'm still getting my Social Security check.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm still getting my Social Security check. My Medicaid ain't been canceled yet. I'm still getting my Social Security check.
Nasty. He said, I'm still getting my Social Security check. Shout out to Gotham City God. And then, let me see what else we got. Okay. So, for Sea Breeze, here we go, Sea Breeze.
Skinny bitches are evil and you need to be destroyed! You skinny bitches are evil and you need to be destroyed!
Sea Breeze, thank you for the $2 super chat. And now, let me see. Sunkiss, baby, thank you. I got something for you, Sunkiss. Here we go.
You love him or you just love the fact that he touches parts of your coochie that no other man has ever touched?
Who said that? Sunkiss, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, baby. I greatly appreciate it, y'all. Thank you to everybody who took time to donate to the channel this morning. Thank you so much. Guys, listen. I don't know who this message was going out to today. I took heed to some of the message when we got to say we. When something go wrong, we got to say we. Okay? Instead of getting out here and bashing your husband. Do you understand? Instead of getting out here bashing him, remember, you and him are one. You and him are one. You not his mama. So you shouldn't be down talking him and being nasty to him. Also, another thing too, learn to play with your husband. Learn to aggravate him a little bit. Good aggravation. Not screaming and acting crazy. Learn how to play with your husband. You'll see a new change in him. Some of y'all sisters, if you watch your husband from the security cameras, right? If you watch him and he's coming in, he pull into the driveway, the lights light up, and he's sitting in that car for a good 15, 20 minutes, it's not that he's tired from work. He tired, he don't want to come home. Is that nasty? Did I go too far? He's tired, he don't want to come home. He don't want to encounter you. So he trying to get himself together before he walk in the house. Now, a lot of y'all been in these streets talking about me, saying that Take Heed aggravates her husband, right? That she aggravate her husband all the time. He's a hostage in his own house. Some of y'all be saying that, okay? Now, I beg to differ, because when I watch my king come when he pull into the driveway and the lights light up, I see him on camera. This man got a pep in his step when he get to the house. He don't take a breath in the car, okay? He don't take a breather in the car, okay? My king get out the car, start dropping stuff on the line. The kids run out and grab the stuff, okay? My king walk in happy, okay? And then I aggravate him, okay? So let's make that clear. Let's be clear. Y'all be getting here talking about, look at Steven talking about blink twice. I'm tired of you, Steven. Okay? I'm tired of you, Steven. Now, I gotta go. Today's Saturday. I gotta go. Okay? I got to go, honey. I gotta go. Okay? Okay? Now, Mark gonna say, I wonder what that feels like. Oh, Martin, what's going on? Martin said, I wonder what that feels like. Wow. Listen. For all y'all haters in my chat talking about, blink twice, Steven, okay? For all y'all talking about, oh, she kidnapped him and all this stuff like that. Forget y'all, okay? My husband loved that I aggravate him, okay? But I aggravate my husband in a good way, and I'm about to go do that right now. I gotta go. Everybody have a wonderful Saturday, okay? Much love to you all. All right. God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay. And Green Bee's gonna buy she's holding him hostage. I don't have time. Okay. I don't have time, sir. Okay. Much love to y'all all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Steve gonna talk about nothing but love. I know, Steven. Thank you to everybody who took time and rock with me. Thank you for hitting all those like buttons. I greatly appreciate that. Guys, if you want to donate when the stream drops, Cash App and Venmo is available if you want to donate. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmrexfashion.com, Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay. The links are in my bio. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see Shop or Store. If you're interested, okay? They got hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, baby clothes, all that good stuff. If you're interested, okay? Let me see. Okay. Now, at the end of this video, okay, my sisters who are married, okay, I want you to take this song and play it for your husband without the kids around, okay? Play it for your husband. Y'all go hide somewhere, or you go in your room and shut the door, and I want you to play this song for your husband. Tell him that Take Heed said that you had to play this song for him, okay? Here we go.
Your pussy is the best place on earth. Every time I slip in, it feels well worth. It makes me so